EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Monterey Peninsula, live opening round coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Blue skies on top of blue waters, right next to one of the prettiest pieces of green grass on this good earth, as we check out the leaderboard here in round one. Sam Burns is on top. He's at 3 under par here in the early going. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking for another strong showing after a top 10 finish a week ago. We head out to the course as we pick up the action on the tee at the par 4 fourth. So Frank, the first 2 tournaments of this new season have come and gone. Now we tackle one of the finest tracks in the world here at Pebble Beach, and the golfer we're assigned to here, coming off a really promising performance down at Torrey last week. Didn't get the win, but a top 10 in start number 2, that has to portend good things, don't you think, Frank?
It certainly does, Rich. I mean, this is a very solid performance going into this week, but now it's different. You could get weather, right? Rain, maybe a lot of wind. So people can play so many different ways. So you've got to really have your game and your guile this week. I'm curious. I'm really curious to see how this game translates this week.
So many great golf courses here on the Monterey Peninsula. We're at Pebble Beach for this, the 3rd tournament on the PGA Tour schedule this year. And Frank, we look at the golfer we're going to be following. Rookie on this tour, still looking to play the weekend for the first time after 2 missed cuts. Is there a danger of getting too discouraged early on?
There certainly is, and I think that's exactly where the player feels right now. If all of a sudden it's 3 in a row, you start to think if they made the right decision. But I remember a line from the late, great Arnold Palmer. He said, this game is 90% mental, and the other 10%, well, that's mental as well.
Frank, this whole area of the country, Monterey, Carmel, 17-mile drive, just such a stunning setting for golf. We're just taking a nice drive with the emerald green fairway set against the ocean blue. It's just ideal. But talk to me about playing the course, Pebble Beach. What should a young golfer like this keep in mind when teeing it up for the first time as a professional?
Rich, it's the polar opposite of the drive-in, where you decompress and look at the views. Because once you get onto that first tee at Pebble, it's a wonderful golf course designed by Jack Neville. You're going to realize that no 2 holes look the same. I mean, that's stating the obvious there, but side hill lies when you play it towards the Pacific. And then you sort of beat your way around the golf course. The beautiful downhill par 3 7th. I know it's talked about and it's photographed, but that's where you start scratching your head and like, do I have the right club? And that's a feeling you get at Pebble so often around this golf course. But I mentioned 7, so I've got to mention 8, 9, and 10. In my opinion, they're the 3 best par 4s in a row in any golf course I've ever seen. I mean, they're beautiful driving holes and iron play, but, Pebble's about the experience, but it's also about the legacy that this golf course has for America. So to compete at Pebble is one thing. To play well at Pebble, well, that's another thing as well.
Not aligned correctly from the start because he never got that out far enough.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It is a par here at the 5th, and he'll remain at 1 under par. Frank, here we are, another good scoring opportunity, the dramatic par 5 6th.
It's easy to have that view of Stillwater Cove on the right, but that, needless to say, is not the place to go. Those 5 bunkers down the left really determine your strategy off the tee. Plus, you're playing from elevation, nearly 20 yards extra off the tee. So that run out at 360 at the end of the fairway, believe me, that's in play.
That will do just fine. Well within range from here. A second now to the par 5. Oh, and that one nosedives right into the thick stuff. That could be problematic, to say the least. This now 7 feet for his birdie. Okay, nicely played. That's in for birdie here at 6. And he'll move to 2 under par, one back of our leader. Moving on to the 106-yard par 3-7. One of the most beautiful holes in the world. Craggy rocks, blue skies, and the beckoning Pacific beyond. Absolutely breathtaking. Ten-foot putt left. Yep, well done. That's in for par here at 7. And he'll stay at 2 under. Frank, as you know, of all the sports played on land, golf's the one with the best views. This is as good as it gets, but you need to focus now on what's ahead of you. This 8th hole is a real challenge, isn't it?
It certainly is. The temptation is to pull the camera out, but really it's about what club you're going to pull off this tee. There's 2 runouts on the right side, about 250 yards, left side about 270, and really that white rock is a great indicator of the line.
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Notah Begay III.
Beautiful tee shot, great position looking at this green, and there are no easy options here. You got bunkers up the left, bunkers on the right. You have balls that are going to find their way into the penalty area. Requires precision execution.
Oh, that's not going to be good. And that's not exactly ideal. Far from a tap-in for his par.
You're being too kind. That's not at all ideal.
Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th. and he'll remain right where he is. The thing about Pebble Beach is it's easy to lose focus, stare off at the horizon, the Pacific Ocean, and all that beauty that surrounds you. But then you remember, all right, I'm playing the 9th hole here. This is one of the hardest par 4s in the world. Pay attention. Yeah, that's a beautiful tee shot. Now watch this go. Oh, it's going to trundle right on down the slope. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Well, when you find your ball in the fairway at the 9th, you hit a great tee shot, one of the most difficult fairways to hit on the entire golf course, but now it opens up the opportunity to hit a great second.
Well, I don't have my tape measure out, but that looks like, 6, 7 feet in there, but that is an excellent approach shot.
This would be a good way to finish off the front side. That's a good putt right there. That's a birdie, and it is back to 1 over now for the round. One last look at the leaderboard, Frank. Our featured golfer down, but not out after day 1.
Yeah, they might have to take the standing 8, though, or hit the reset button. This can easily go the wrong way very quickly. Tomorrow, important round.
So that's it for us. For Frank, Noda, Iona, and our entire crew, Rich Lerner saying, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour.